Pat Forde set to join us, the Sports Illustrated senior writer. He has been on hand for all 7 of Bob Baffert's Kentucky Derby wins. He wrote a column, and his latest column says this, to start out: when it comes to drug testing in sports, the denials are always vigorous, often fanciful, but rarely compelling. The positive drug tests keep piling up for Bob Baffert's top horses, so do the explanations for them. The dog keeps eating the homework, an entire semester's worth by now, with permanent damage to the digestive tract. Pat joins us now. Walk us through the accusations here, Pat.
Well, Dan, Medina Spirit, surprise winner of the Kentucky Derby. A sample of his drug test was positive for beta-methasone, an anti-inflammatory slash pain reliever sort of drug. 21 picograms, not a big number, but a positive is a positive. And this is now the 5th time for Bob Baffert in a relatively short period of time that one of his top horses has had a positive test. The B sample still hasn't been tested, so we'll wait to see what comes back with that. If it is positive, then he will be disqualified as the Kentucky Derby winner, just the 2nd drug positive DQ for a winner in the Derby's 147-year history.
This drug is legal in Kentucky, correct?
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be in a horse's system on race day. It can be used. The regulation basically is that it needs to not be used within 14 days of race day.
I don't know why they don't test these horses right before on race day. Do they? Because it's 14 days out, and then do they test and then we don't get the results till after the race?
I think that's the case here, is that the test was done, whether it was after the race or whether it was right before in the paddock. I'm not, quite honestly, I'm not sure when precisely the test was performed, but it was a race day test. I am reasonably sure.
Yeah, but that's what I don't understand. It's like Justin Turner tested in the World Series prior to a game, and then they took him out in like the 7th inning because they're like, whoa, you tested positive. I don't understand why they wouldn't test, get results. Then that way you clear the horses. Then you don't. NASCAR does this, Pat. You have to pass an inspection before the race.
Yeah, right. I get you. I just, Dan, I don't know whether they can turn it around quickly enough to get something that's close enough to the race to say he's going to race clean. I mean, if you test him on Friday, you could do something to him Saturday morning that could have an immediate effect and on race performance. So, how long it takes to turn around the testing, I think would be the lag time there would be the issue that you're that kind of confuses what you're getting at.
All right, give me Bob Baffert's explanation here.
Baffert says they never gave the horse that drug, period. He doesn't know how it got in his system. Why is this happening to me was part of his explanation. And look, I like Bob Baffert. I've covered him since the day he arrived in Churchill Downs as a nobody in 1996. I, again, have covered all 7 of his Derby wins. He's like the best thing that's ever happened to the media in horse racing because he's so glib and approachable and available and successful. But the explanations just stop adding up. Again, this is 5 major positive tests for big-time horses in big-time spots. And this is a positive test for a drug that his star filly, Gamine, was positive for on Oaks Day in 2020. So he may have not put the drug in the horse, but this is not a new drug to have found in a Bob Baffert horse on a test pertaining to a race.
And we saw this with Bountygate with Sean Payton. He wasn't involved in Bountygate, but he was the head coach during Bountygate, and he got suspended, lost $8 million in salary here. How much it's Bob Baffert's stable, his horses, could somebody else there on the food chain do something?
I mean, it's possible. And, he basically was intimating that, was this sabotage because a lot of people don't like him, which I think is again, very fanciful. Baffert horse, a Baffert Derby horse.
And Pat's feed just froze up there. Blame Bob Baffert.
Wow.
Yep. All else fails. Blame Bob Baffert.